What you're about to see is the face of Jesus, reconstructed using advanced AI technologies based on the Shroud of Turin. We've enhanced the faint image from the linen, preserving the facial features, including the nasolabial folds and expressions seen on the shroud, revealing an almost exact likeness. This isn't just artistic. Scientific studies suggest the image was formed in a fraction of a second by a burst of energy powerful enough to light 680 million 50-kilowatt bulbs all at once. The shroud remains an enigma, not created by any known medium, but burned onto the cloth at a molecular level. When Peter and John arrived at the tomb, they saw the body missing, as Mary had said the body was taken. But something about the linen cloths made John dismiss Mary's claim and believe in the resurrection. What he saw remains a mystery, but the shroud itself might hold the clue. Possibly 7 years earlier, this cloth was freshly woven, purchased by Joseph of Arimathea, a rich man who could afford an expensive 14-foot linen cloth for his own burial. Instead, it became the sacred shroud that now bears the image of the crucified Christ. We begin the journey at the baptism of Jesus of Nazareth using this very face.
This is my beloved Son. Hear him.
This process combines the artistry of faith with the precision of science. The faint and mysterious face that has fascinated researchers for centuries becomes clearer. Superimposing the features of the shroud brings us face to face with an image that is both ancient and new. Through the folds of linen and time, the features emerge: nasolabial folds, the piercing gaze, the beard, all giving life to what has been locked away for 2,000 years. Here, in this moment, we glimpse the man of the shroud. The result is not just a study of relics, but an encounter with the most debated and beloved figure in history. We've revealed a clearer face, but how does science and history confirm that this could be the real Jesus? We can't provide all the details in just one video, as the Shroud of Turin is the most studied object by science, with over 120 scientific papers published on it. Yet, let us summarize what's been discovered so far. First, what places this shroud in the Middle East, specifically near Jerusalem? A flax analysis shows that the linen was grown nearby. Additionally, limestone dust found on the cloth matches limestone in the Jerusalem area. The pollen extracted from the shroud also corresponds with plants found in the region, and its connection to the Sudarium of Oviedo, believed to be the cloth that covered Jesus' head, places it in the same vicinity. Computer models even indicate the man is Semitic in origin. And what places this cloth around the time of Christ? One of the most exciting developments is the recent X-ray dating method, which tested the shroud's fibers alongside other fabrics with known dates. The shroud's degradation matched that of 2,000-year-old fibers. 4 other tests corroborate this finding, including the vanillin test, which indicates a minimum age of 1,500 years, as vanillin completely disappears over that time. The shroud also carries a long circumstantial historical record, a type of evidence that would hold weight in a court of law. But how do we know this cloth wrapped the Nazarene himself? The wounds and crucifixion markings on the shroud perfectly align with the descriptions of Christ's suffering in the Gospels, even showing details visible only under UV light. More on these remarkable discoveries in the next video. Jesus rose in 3 days. There's a prominent blood mark on the forehead of the man of the shroud, These are natural bloodstains, according to pathologists from exudated blood from wounds. Some people believe this is a reference to the sign of Jonah. Nevertheless, if you rotate it, it becomes a W, and if you rotate them all and put them together, it spells the word Yeshua, the Hebrew name for Jesus. The same thing happens without much rotating for the back of the head too, which means God the beginning and the end, as Jesus claimed he is in Revelation. In Hebrew pictograph form, this means God in the strength of the cross.